In this video, we're going to show you how to perform an oil change on your Kia Sorento. With the hood open, we're going to go ahead and open up your oil fill cap. Now, your oil fill cap would normally give you the identifying information on what type of oil to use for this vehicle. Set that aside, and then pull out your dipstick. The reason why I like to do this first is in case you get distracted and you come over to the engine bay, you see these components out, you know you did not fill up the engine with oil. It'll prevent you from making a serious mistake. Let's go ahead and raise up the vehicle and drain that oil. With the vehicle raised and supported, you want to go ahead and locate your oil pan. And on the back side is a 17mm drain bolt. We're going to use our ratchet and socket to go ahead and loosen this. Now go ahead and get your catch can or your bucket ready to go. It's always good to wear gloves when doing this here because the oil can make a mess. Now I'm applying slight inward pressure as I'm unthreading. That's going to keep that oil from blasting out. And once you feel that bolt start to skip a little bit, go ahead and pull that. Let that drain. I'm going to go ahead and wipe off our bolt. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and replace our gasket here. Now this is an aluminum gasket. It's basically a crush washer type component here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the bolt head with some pliers. Now ours is mushroom over pretty good. It looks like it has been replaced in a long time. So in our case, we're going to try and spin this off. Either every oil change or every other oil change. But if you don't do this, you're going to end up with an oil leak around that pan, around this bolt. Inspect the bolt, wipe it off, use a new washer and just set that on. See how easy that just drops down and on? That's the way the other one should have come off. Our bolt is ready for installation. With our oil pretty much drained out, go ahead and put that bolt in. We're going to gently snug this down. Wipe that down. Now let's go ahead and torque our bolt. Let's go ahead and torque this down to 28 foot-pounds. Now on the front side of your oil pan, you're going to locate your oil filter right here. You want to go ahead and reach up and spin that counterclockwise. Now you can let this continue to drain like this, or you can just go for it and spin it right off and get your glove all nasty here. Let's go ahead and get this done. Now before installing your oil filter, be sure to use your oil. And what we do is we prime the oil filter. So basically we're going to fill this up, and it's going to take a few minutes to do this. You're going to watch that oil level sink down inside, filling that up. Once the filter is filled up with oil and it's no longer receding down into the unit, we can then install it. This helps prevent dry starts when you turn that key. Once you get that filter filled up, take a little bit of oil here, and we're going to put that on the O-ring itself. That'll help that O-ring seal up nice. Let's go ahead and spin this on. Let's go ahead and wipe off the engine. When you're doing this here, you want to go ahead and inspect and make sure that the old O-ring from the original oil filter is not stuck to the engine. Wipe it down, inspect it, make sure everything looks good. And at that point there, go ahead and grab that oil filter, line that up and spin that on. Now, an oil filter should never be tightened more than by hand. You should not be using tools to tighten this. You can go ahead and get 2 hands on that and snug that down. Now, if you want to, it's not critical or mandatory, but if you want to, on that oil filter, use a Sharpie marker and put the date that it was changed. Let's move back up top. Now on top, go ahead and put in a clean funnel. And we're gonna go ahead and add 4.9 quarts of oil. Now don't forget, we've already added a bunch of oil to that filter itself. And we're gonna continue to do this until we reach our total of 4.9 quarts. Now at this point here, we have our 4.9 total quarts in. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that funnel, pull that out and set that aside. Install your oil fill cap. And then install your dipstick. Now at this point here, you want to hop into the vehicle. You want to start up the engine, let it run for about 10-15 seconds to let the oil run around and do its thing, and then shut it down. You want to come back out, and you're going to go ahead and check that oil level. Now the first couple times you pull this out and put it back in, the oil level is going to be erratic because we just had some oil splash around on the dipstick. After the second or third time, you probably go in and go ahead and accurate level. Now what you're looking to do is after you run that engine, you want to make sure that your oil is at or right near this F for the full. If you're down at the lower dot here, the L, that's low, that's about a quart of oil in between. But at this point here, if you did once again fill it up with that 4.9 quarts of oil, you're going to be right up at that full dot there. And you're all set with your oil change.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.